Hi, and welcome to the March episode of Tea with Lisa. Obviously, I am not Lisa. Lisa, unfortunately, is unwell for this month's episode, so I am subbing in for her, but she will be back with all of her juicy tea for you next month. So I would like to introduce the guest that we have today, Miss Chazmine Mitchell. She is the Community Engagement Manager for the Girl Scouts of Historic Georgia. As we all know, March is Women's History Month, but it is also a big time for the Girl Scouts as Girl Scout Week runs March 10th through the...
This week, actually.
It's this week,
yes.
Or when you guys see it, it'll be last week. But yes, Chazmine, thank you for being on and being our guest today. So I will just get into it with our first question. So please introduce yourself and tell us about your role with the Girl Scouts of Historic Georgia.
Okay, so you did a great introduction for me. I'm Jasmine. I am the new Community Engagement Manager with Girl Scouts. I've actually been here for about a month now, officially a full month, and loving it so far. My job is to build community relationships, work closely with local businesses and organizations to pull together resources so that we can run our programs and have different things for the girls throughout the community.
Okay. So can you tell us how the Girl Scouts of Historic Georgia, accommodate new and existing troop members with disabilities?
So we actually provide, which I know it's going to get later to the question, but we do provide our leadership training.
Okay.
To help them with being able to make sure that they are able to accommodate new and existing members. We also will get with the parents or the caregivers of our girl that comes in, and we'll talk with them to see what their needs are and see how they feel we could be able to accommodate them, because you know your child better than anyone else, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So really getting an understanding of that child and what their needs are.
I love that. It's like a one-on-one consultation with the potential new troop member and their parents. Is that something that happens at like the troop level, or is there a particular accommodations person that's kind of assigned that they would have that conversation with?
With my daughter, when we joined the troop, which was fairly recently, so we just joined back in August of this year. And so how they went about it, so our membership person, Miss Lisa, which is for Richmond County, and then we have DMAR for Columbia County. Miss Lisa, because I am in Richmond County, she helped me find a troop, and then she sat down with me and, asked me, okay, so how can we make sure your daughter has a good experience? What do you need?
Okay.
And so we just sat down and we talked about it. And, she talked about the logistics of how the meetings kind of go. And since my daughter is in a wheelchair, what we do at the beginning of our meetings is usually we'll get together in a circle. The girls stand up, do Girl Scout law, promise, things like that, sing a song, usually at the end in the circle.
Okay.
And so, she asked me, she was like, would you prefer that the girls sit with her so that she doesn't feel like, she's the only one sitting there?
Yeah.
My daughter doesn't really care about that so much, but some girls may, and that way we're all at the same level. So sometimes our girls will just sit with her, but sometimes she likes to stand up, just hold her hand and she's good. So, but even our girls are really good at trying to meet her where she is.
Okay.
And my daughter, she, the ataxia causes her hands to shake sometimes. So when it comes to writing, she does have some trouble with that too.
Okay.
And like you were mentioning earlier, your son doesn't like the color and all of that, right?
He does not.
My daughter, she does, but she doesn't at the same time. And some of the activities will be like drawing a picture or something like that. And usually one or two of the girls will try to help her with that, and even like if she doesn't feel like necessarily drawing it, or if she needs a little help, they'll help her. And so, but if she doesn't want to do it, that's okay too, because we don't want to force the girls to do something they don't want to do. But we do want to make sure that they're included and they have the opportunity.
Yep.
So it's a matter of just meeting them where they are, sitting down with those parents and understanding, how can we be of assistance?
So, Jasmine, can you explain the KIT initiative, which stands for Kids Included Together, and how the Girl Scouts of Historic Georgia train staff and volunteers to be mindful of people with disabilities?
Yes. So Kids Included Together is a national nonprofit organization that partners with youth organizations to promote inclusion of children with disabilities. Our council utilizes KIT. We provide training and resources focused on inclusion, youth development, and adaptive leadership. Through initiatives like KIT and internal professional development, we equip volunteers with strategies to support diverse learners and abilities. Most importantly, we encourage empathy, flexibility, and open communication with families.
Okay, nice. So that includes just in that inclusion with the with staff and volunteers, just to kind of clarify it for people. So that includes all of like actively working staff, and then like troop leaders who are
Correct.
volunteers, and then anyone else that just kind of comes in and works with the troops.
Correct.
Okay,
yes.
nice. I would like to switch gears just a little bit to talk about the council-wide events that y'all have, because I know we've kind of been focusing a little bit on the troop level, but just
Right.
thinking of, on a broader scale, how does Girl Scouts of Historic Georgia ensure that, council-wide events are accessible to all the girls? Like, for example, at the events, if girls need one, do you guys provide interpreters?
So that is a great question. So we approach accessibility proactively with families. So as they, register for the events, we ask, about any accommodations or needs or anything like that. So
Okay.
and normally we would, because most parents who have children with disabilities are very, keen on what they need.
Yeah.
So a lot of times they'll call, and, everyone in the council, pretty much knows how to get in touch with us.
Perfect.
So they'll call and, Amani, she's usually over our events.
Okay.
And she's in the office typically, and if she's not, we have other people that are in her department. They'll answer the phones, and they'll make sure, okay, my child has XYZ. We would need this to be able to participate. Can you provide it?
Gotcha.
And then we'll try to work with them to make sure that those accommodations are provided before they come.
Okay.
So, but usually it's a communication thing.
Okay.
As long as we know, because we don't know who all is actually going to come.
That's true.
Or who needs, whatever. So if they just let us know, hey, I want my child to participate, can you provide this? And our council is pretty big. Like Region 2 is pretty big.
Yeah.
But usually locally, we know, because like we go to the service unit meetings, like with the troop leaders. We go, to events. So we kind of know the kids that are in our area. But either way, we do want to make sure we accommodate. So it's just important. Don't hesitate to call us.
I love it. That's wonderful to hear. Open communication. Okay, so now to get more into the technology part of it. So, everyone's using AI now, and phones
Yes.
are everywhere, and tablets are everywhere, included with the kids. How does Girl Scouts incorporate technology to support girls?
Technology can provide adaptive learning tools, alternate communication methods. So, if they have like a little tablet that they may use to talk,
Yep.
My daughter has one of those, actually. I actually have it on her iPad, and so she can take it with her. So although she can talk,
Yeah.
it's not as easy for everyone else to understand her sometimes. So we have that tablet that she can use, and we utilize it in troop meetings sometimes, which any child that has that or would want to use that can.
That's perfect.
We have virtual programming, digital badge work that they can do, and interactive STEM platforms that allow the girls to participate in ways to meet their needs.
Okay.
So we do have some online learning and online badge activities that the girls can do where they go online, and it's like a web. So let's say you're sick and you can't necessarily come to an event that offers this badge.
Okay.
We do have some where they can do it virtually.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
See,
So.
I had to show up with a runny nose to get my badges.
Yeah, and I think that COVID changed that because now people are so used to virtual, that virtual world. And the kids today are so into technology.
They are.
They are so far advanced than I ever
Yes.
was.
Yes.
So, I mean, little babies know how to work the iPhones. It's crazy.
They do.
But that really changed technology and how we use it and how we think to use it. So I didn't even realize until the other day how many virtual classes we have, which is really cool. But that's another way that if someone with a disability or just maybe sick or just, may not be able to travel,
yeah,
that's, to the activity, you can do it all from your phone or your computer.
Yeah, Girl Scouts on the Zoom.
Correct.
Okay, so can you tell me a little bit about the application process? How can parents apply if they are interested in, they're interested in having their girls in Girl Scouts, or if the girls are interested in being in Girl Scouts? And then a caveat to that is, are there any assistance programs or scholarships that you guys offer with that as well?
Yes. So girls can apply. You can actually go onto the Girl Scout website and click join or become a Girl Scout. It's one of those two links. I'm not sure exactly, but I want to say it has join us or become a Girl Scout. It's like a couple of ways to get to it on the website.
Honestly, I think I saw both when I was on your website.
I would say it's multiple ways to get to it, but and then you go in and you can find a local troop, put where you're like your zip code, and it'll give you like local areas, and then you can just join that way. You can of course always call the customer service number and we'll help you as well. But that's how you can get in and join. But if you want to apply for financial aid, we do have that option on our website as well. One thing I will say is usually we have where some girls participate, or a lot of girls in our council actually participate using the Medicaid program.
Okay.
Whereas if you have Peach State or a mayor group, they can utilize the resources through that to get their Girl Scout membership. But one thing that we are facing in our council is that because of the cuts to the Medicaid program, that's not going to be an option for everyone anymore, because they also use it for after school care.
Okay.
And so this upcoming year, they're going to have to choose. Do you want Girl Scouts or do you want after school care?
Oh, that's a terrible choice.
Or even with other programs, because it covers a lot of different programs now.
Yeah.
But now it's really going to be cut down to like one.
Oh,
and so we know that, a lot of our parents need their after school care so they can work. So Girl Scouts isn't going to be that top priority anymore. So we're going to have a lot of girls, unfortunately, that may not have the access to Girl Scouts as they did before through that Medicaid program. So we actually have our Friends and Family campaign where we're raising funds to help alleviate that cost to those families.
Okay.
Because we do have a scholarship option. Normally in our area, 100% of the girls that apply get it.
100%.
Typically. But because now that number is going to increase significantly, we know that as of right now, we're not going to have funds to still have that same ratio. So we're raising money through the Friends and Family campaign, which any girl who, Girl Scout family who participates in it, they'll get inducted into the Daisy Society if they donate at least $25.
Okay.
And they'll get a patch that says they're part of the Daisy Society, and that goes towards memberships for girls who cannot afford the Girl Scout membership. And then it's different levels. It'll go all the way up to helping cover not only membership, but covering a uniform. Because some Medicaid programs do pay for that to help alleviate that cost, which, again, they won't have anymore.
Okay.
Or it can go all the way, I think the highest one, and I don't want to say the highest, but I did see like one that went from $225 to $450, which could cover like a week of Girl Scout summer camp.
Oh, wow.
Which I'll get into the summer camp and everything in a little bit.
Yes.
But yeah, so we do have that Friends and Family campaign, and even if you're not a Girl Scout, you can still donate to it.
Okay.
And help those girls that will need the scholarships.
Nice. That's wonderful. So if parents wanted more information about the Girl Scout and the Medicaid program, that's on the website as well?
Yes.
Okay.
So if they go to the join or become a member,
Okay.
but then it also on the site it has financial aid
Okay.
opportunities. They click that and it'll tell them all.
Okay, so I know this week is Girl Scout Week, and today is the 12th. Do you have any upcoming events that you would like to share with us and our viewers?
Yeah, so today is actually Girl Scout birthday. It's our 114th birthday.
114.
Yes.
Goodness. Well, happy birthday, Girl Scouts of Historic Georgia, troop leaders and employees and scouts.
Yeah, so it's an exciting week for us. And then we have some upcoming events. So we have April the 18th is Girl Scoutchella.
Girl Scoutchella. Okay,
Yes.
I need to know more about Girl Scoutchella.
So Girl Scoutchella is a high energy festival style experience for the girls. It's happening from 12 to 4.
Okay.
And girls can register through March 25th. It's $10 per person.
Okay.
And it's designed to feel like a ultimate weekend festival type of experience.
Okay.
With music, hands-on arts and crafts, team challenges, and empowering workshops.
Okay.
So it's about creativity, friendship, confidence building, and helping girls leave feeling truly unstoppable. So, like, if you think about Coachella,
Okay.
Girl Scouts.
Girl Scoutchella. Okay.
Yes, Girl Scoutchella.
That sounds like so much fun.
I'm super excited about it. I will be there. Y'all see me there. I'll be there.
Okay.
Me and my daughter. And then we have on April the 23rd, which is an event that I'm actually putting together.
Okay.
From 8:30 to 9:30, it's our Grits and Girl Scouts, and our theme is badges to boardrooms.
Badges to boardrooms. Okay,
Yes.
so tell me a little bit more about Grits and Girl Scouts. Is it like a fundraiser?
It is a fundraiser
Okay.
event. So it's going to be at First Baptist Church. And it's a breakfast that brings together community leaders, supporters, and families to celebrate how Girl Scouts develop leadership skills and translate from badges to boardrooms. I'm super excited. I really want to also showcase how Girl Scouts can be accessible to all. Because that's what we are. We are here and we meet girls where they are. And we want everyone to know that you are welcome in the Girl Scout world. Come on through.
I love it. Do y'all have anything coming up this summer? Any summer camps? Because I know a lot of
Yes.
parents out there are looking for things for their kids to do.
Yes, and we were just talking about Tanglewood. So last year, because of the hurricane, Tanglewood was not ready
Okay.
to do summer camp. This year, it's going to be ready.
Okay.
And we are doing summer camp overnight and day camps. The registration is open right now. It just opened up.
Okay,
We do have
registration
early
now
bird
open?
specials. Yeah, we have early bird specials. For 1 week of camp, it's $115 online right now.
Okay.
I do know the price goes up. I don't know what it goes up to after the early bird.
We'll let them find
But
out.
as of right now, that is the price, and that is a full week camp. So it would be that $115 a week.
Okay.
We do have scholarships also where you can apply for scholarships. How much funding we have for it. So if,
It's an option.
it's something that they can definitely look into. But the Girl Scout camps that we have coming up is going to be on March 27th and 28th. We're going to be at Dave's Hot Chicken for their ribbon cutting on the 27th.
Ooh, thanks.
And that's we arrive at 10 o'clock. I think the event actually starts at like 10:30.
Okay.
And then they have a community day on Saturday from 11 to 2.
Oh.
And they're going to have Girl Scouts out there. We're going to be helping with their scavenger hunt. They're going to have the police department out there. They're going to have a fire truck out there.
Okay.
It's going to be a whole fun day of activities. Girl Scouts will have a table out there as well.
And your chicken. Look.
And get some chicken. So please come out. We'd love to see you out there at the Dave's Hot Chicken Community Day on March 28th.
That's fantastic. Well, Jasmine, it sounds like Girl Scouts of Historic Georgia has a busy summer coming up with all the events. I know for me, I'm looking forward to the fundraiser. I'm going to get my ticket. Can you tell people how they can reach you if they have any questions or the best way to reach, the organization?
So the customer care number for Girl Scouts is 888-689-1912. Like, one thing I really want families to know is that Girl Scouts is for every girl. No matter what their ability, background, learning style, there is a place for them with the Girl Scouts. And we want you to know that we are committed to making sure every girl feels that she belongs.
I love that. I do. That's beautiful. One thing I think you forgot to mention was the website. What's the website?
Yes. So our website is gshg.org, and that stands for Girl Scouts of Historic Georgia. And then, so if you just type that in, it'll take you right to our webpage, and then you can sign up to become a member, look into those financial aid options, sign up for our events. If you look for upcoming events, you can sign up for that Grits and Girl Scouts coming up, or any other events that we have that you can register for, especially the summer camp also is on there.
Perfect. Well, Chazmine, thank you again for being our guest this month on Tea with Lisa. It was so fun having you here and just kind of discussing all things Girl Scouts and all the events that you guys have coming up. Make sure you tune in next month to our April episode of Tea with Lisa. Lisa will definitely be back in her purple chair once she is feeling better. But until then, make sure you are following us on all of our socials so you can keep up with all the tea. We are on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we are now on TikTok, and then to watch previous episodes of Tea with Lisa and this full episode, you can check out our YouTube channel. For anyone who is looking for disability related resources, please feel free to reach out to us. Our website is Walton Options. That's all one word. So WaltonOptions.org. And our main office contact number is 706-724-6262. So until then, we will see you next month, and I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. So let's give everybody a wave. Bye. Bye, you guys.